Don't be a superhero out there, ladies and gentlemen. So there are articles, news circulating that Bitboy Crypto and the likes of Meet Kevin and other celebrities and influencers are allegedly sued. Okay, these are the reports out there. Don't know if it's 100% concrete, but it does appear to be so. So I want to say allegedly sued for promoting the likes of FTX Exchange. And I want to tell you guys why I think he should be sued and why possibly he should not be sued. And he meaning Bitboy Crypto. All right, guys, I'm going to wait for some people to come in, but hear me out. Okay, look, you guys know I've already expressed my opinion on Bitboy Crypto numerous times, and I'm not a biggest fan of him by any stretch of the imagination. Those who've been following me know this. He's done some things in the past, some mistakes that he's not learning, and continuously making the same mistakes where one is led to believe, is it a mistake? Probably not. So we're going to talk about Bitboy Crypto allegedly sued for promoting or being paid for FTX Exchange and not releasing the details of that or telling everybody that it was a paid video and such. Now, this is not coming from me. This is coming from the reports out there from, I believe, was it CoinDesk or I don't know who it was. There was that Guru Watcher guy, all these things. And I'm going to tell you guys why he should and shouldn't be sued. How about that? Okay? What's up, guys? Do share this in the chats. Do smash the like button, and we're about to get started real soon. As I said, don't poke the bear because you might get your head freaking eaten. Okay? Smash the like button, guys. So basically, I don't know if you guys saw this by now. Let me know in the live stream. Did you see this already? It's making headlines. It's pretty much going to be everywhere. And we don't want to be distracted by this because, this is what mainstream media tends to do. And again, I've already expressed my opinion on Bitboy in the past numerous times. You guys know how I feel about him. I don't like the guy because, of various things that he has done. And this is something, a consequence that appears to be catching up to him. So let's start with point number one, guys. Why should, and again, we're going to talk about why you should and shouldn't, okay, be sued. So why should a Bitboy Crypto be sued for FTX Exchange? Okay, let's say, for example, we give him the benefit of the doubt where Bitboy Crypto is the last person in crypto who should be deserving of the benefit of the doubt. But let's say we give him the benefit of the doubt where he was not paid for this, okay? And there are tons and loads of evidence that he was paid for other similar things, projects that just poof disappeared. Okay, 40K, 50K, we know all about that. But let's just say he didn't get paid for FTX, right? But you know what the biggest problem here is? When you poke the bear, you'll get your head bit off. Remember when you put on that circus show going to Bahamas on the hunt for FTX? I'm gonna do this for views. I'm gonna do this for views. Well, buddy, he made a video calling it something like, we are on the forefront in the fight for FTX or against FTX. Well, buddy, you got another fight coming. You better be on the forefront because it's for your fucking head. They're coming after your head if these reports are accurate and true, okay? Go put on your shit show, but when you draw attention to things that, you shouldn't be messing around with for your own sort of like clout, when you go clout chasing, trying to fool a bunch of dummies, a bunch of kids that just gone to the space that subscribe to your channel who are easily fooled and gullible in believing that your acts are honest and all these things, this is the type of shit that happens to you. Okay? And again, I gotta say this, right? Remember, when you have a large sum of people who just joined the crypto industry in the last bull run that subscribe to his channel, and they could be louder than the minority who's been here since 2017, who knows what his track record, and they could sort of like, speak louder than the truth because it's the minority, well, narratives could change, and, he wants to be wrong and strong, going down there pretending that how he's a savior, Lord Jesus Christ, for crypto, when it's actually quite the opposite. So that's my number one reason. It's like, buddy, it's almost like you poked the bear and now it's coming after you, right? The guy thought he was somewhat invincible too. Like, he's getting all these subs, he's promoting all these projects from the past, they're disappearing, and no consequences has pretty much, he hasn't served any consequences. Is this the first time we're going to see him actually get slapped with something? Well, that's yet to be, remain to be seen. Do smash the like buttons. I'm coming out with a little bit of a sickness too, guys, but I thought I would get this out there. Okay, so we got that one there. If you try to do something, and again, I call it poking the bear. You poke the bear, you put on the circus show, you draw attention down there for your own selfish needs to make yourself look better than what you really are. You're clout chasing. This is what happened. You got what you deserve if those were your intentions. I've also made a video on that when that was like primetime news, when he was going down there, pretty much was trending on Twitter. He fooled a bunch of freaking nerds. Okay? Anyways, so let's go on to the second point, and I did write down some points here before I came live. Right. Remember the time when Bitboy Crypto, when he was in his car and he said he was talking about the secret token. The secret token, what is that? Right, we're talking about that video there. So unfortunately, or fortunately, depends how you look at it, when you are, when you have X amount of subscribers, when you have hundreds of thousands of people and millions of people, what is he at, 1.5 million, whatever, 1.5 million or something, whatever it is, your responsibility and your accountability is at an all new level. Why? Because now, like, look at my channel. Let's just say I had 20k subs. I got 20k subs. I'm not going to really hurt that much people if I was doing the things he was doing, or reportedly doing, or allegedly doing, right? But when you got 1.5 million subs, bro, and you are talking about these things so loosely, like if you're just getting into crypto and you don't know the dangers of it and the repercussions of it because you feel like King Don Data because a million people are watching your shit, that's a problem. When you could talk loosely, you can't. Your accountability is, that bar has immensely raised that much higher the amount of subscribers that you have. So you better be careful what you say because the consequences is going to hit them much harder and ruin people's lives much more, a bigger negative impact than, say, somebody who isn't as large as you. So, yeah, Like think about this, right? Let's look at YouTubers like this. Like, you look at all these different, like, drug dealers out there. You think, like, cops are really going to go after, or the government's going to go after the guy selling the drugs on the fucking street, or they're going to go after the kingpin millionaire. Well, think of it like that, right? There's more damage he could do than the guy on the streets just doing this and that and really not dealing to people. Well, that's like these big, subscribers, channels with big, with a large subscriber base. It's the same thing. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you were paid for that, but you definitely, spoke about it like if, like if somebody was. And I'm not saying you were because, nobody really knows in that regard, but you did get people involved in it because of that. And that's a fact. I never talk about no FTX. I never talk about no Luna. I never talk about no Celsius. What are you even doing promoting centralization for? Here's another example of why, you need to learn something. And, if your parents and your friends around you, maybe they're fake. They're too much of a you-know-what to tell you the truth to your face about what you should do and what you shouldn't do. You cannot try to cover up narratives by putting on circus shows. You cannot try to silence the truth by having your new subscribers, the majority of the people, do that for you on Twitter and comment and say this and fight for you. No, because you're going to get yourself in trouble again and again and again and again. So this might be a wake-up call for the likes of him. You know what I mean? Dude, you're dealing with a different animal over here. Okay, when you're talking about this type of, the enemies here that are coming after you right now, bro. Your subscribers can't help you here. Your following can't help you here. If Andrew Tate's still in jail and he got a large following and all the money in the world, bro, and he's still in jail, bro, what the fuck you think you are? You ain't you're nowhere near there, bro. So this is a wake-up call for you. You're probably shitting your pants right now. I don't blame you because, if I was doing some of the things that you allegedly did, I would too. But you know what? I don't do those things. Okay, what else we got on my list of why he should be sued? And then we'll go to why he should not be sued. I want to make this crystal clear too. Just because I don't like someone doesn't mean that I want to see them rot for something that they didn't do, right? Or something that, just because I don't like someone, I don't want to see them suffer, But if they legitimately did things and keep on getting away with it, and to make matters worse, they are being wrong and strong with that circus show in FTX covering it up that he's going to go hunt for the guy for all the right reasons or whatever the heck you want to call it. Now that's a different issue there, right? Okay, what else I got on the list here and why he should be sued? So we talked about number one. You're poking the bear, you're putting on a circus show, you're misleading people, you're chasing clout, you're using the wrong thing to chase clout. The people that are controlling that narrative with FTX, which I call an industry plan from the get-go, was planned to do this from the beginning, with that guy's parents being connected in the government, and all these coordinated attacks we've seen on the other banks now too. That was the first operation, right? And now we're seeing this come to light. You're fucking with the wrong people, bro. You're a little kid who, if you guys look at Bitboy, like, this is what it comes down to, right? Bitboy was just literally a dude, an average guy, just like you guys watching here right now, starting to make some videos, reading his little teleprompter like this. Hey, okay, he used to have that voice. So read his little teleprompter, and then he start to target the poor or the weak, is what I call them, which is what? The people who want to trade the leverage, Bitcoin, right? So he titled his videos like that, targeted the weak-minded people who wants to get rich overnight, got a large subscription base because of that, and then he went to TikTok, where the average age at that time, when it just came out, was like about 12, literally, and then garnered those like inexperienced people, literally teenagers, like young teenagers, to hop on his channel and all of that stuff. And this is how this all began. So he's just a regular dude, and he thinks he has all this life experience. He's not a leader. The guy's not a leader. Like, he gets very emotional. He doesn't have much true trauma in his life experience to actually come out to be a leader. And he just thought he was invincible. So I don't know, man. And he talks all this smack too. It might be catching up to him. Let's move on. Okay, well, how about this? Even if he wasn't paid for this and didn't disclose, even if he wasn't paid, rather, and all the other things I mentioned, right? How about all the other scams that we know you were paid, because you fucking advertise it in your descriptions, in your description of your video, saying pay me $50,000, pay me 40, if it was $40 to $60,000 depending on the video, like literally blatantly out there. I don't give a shit, okay? And we know there's a lot of things that literally came and disappeared that he promoted. And we're talking, dude, we could go back to 2018, which I think was, if that was happening in 2018 in the early phases of his career, I get it. That's fine. Like, it's hard for a new creator to make money other than making promotions. And, you took that risk and they went. You took that risk, they went. You took that risk, they went. They paid you large. But come on, man, when you're at the stage of, like, when he had, I think at the time it was like 200K subs, and you're charging like 40, 50K, $1,000, it's like, you're not learning. You know why? Because the money is worth it at the time. Why is he not doing it now? Because it's not worth it, because he already accumulated the subscribers. So he faked it till he made it, and now it's to the point where it's not worth freaking the risk of losing his rep, because he got the freaking million subscribers. Okay, so my point is this is a good way to teach him a lesson, if he allegedly did this, of the past scams that he was indeed paid for, that we all know. Okay, and there's evidence out there, there's videos out there where he's getting paid $50,000 and all kinds of shit. Okay, and I don't even think he disclosed that. Well, what he did disclose was how much he was getting paid, in terms of, yeah, I'll do your video for you. But when the video started, he never said, hey, well, this video was paid by X, Y, and Z, right? So that means he truly didn't believe in the project, but he wanted to get that cheddar. So that's another reason why he should be sued, okay, if he allegedly did all these things. We're going to get to the other part of why he should not be sued. What else I got here? Yeah, and those ones were worse, in my opinion, than FTX. So let's get to the other side of things. Okay? Why I think Bitboy Crypto should not be sued. What? Or should I come to here? Let me see here. Thomas is here. He says, yo, True Talk. Yes, I got the live. Yeah. What's up, Dutch Crypto? Yeah, do share this, man. I don't know. People aren't getting their bell notifications, apparently. I don't know what to say, bro. Mer says, did not expect video about this, dog. Yeah, did you guys see the reports? Go check it out. It's on, I don't know, Thomas, could you drop the link in the live chat and show people? I don't think they know about it. ITZ says, preach. I've been working on sats all night, but it gets addictive. I got another video coming out. I'm showing you guys the BRC20 tokens as well, or Satoshis, whatever you want to call them. But I'm coming down with something here. I might have to chill out until Saturday. Okay, so until then, you're on your own. Okay, so why should Bitboy Crypto not be sued? For those who just joined, we talked about why he should. Now we're going to the other side of the spectrum. Okay, this is the biggest one here, okay? And as I said, just because I don't like somebody, I don't want them to, go away for something that they didn't do, right? Or get what'd you call it? False accusations, okay? So this is the thing right here. He did not have the biggest negative impact on FTX if he did get paid, right? If he did get paid and he didn't disclose that. He did not have the biggest negative impact. You know who did? There are other celebrities out there that has a much bigger following than him, that has a a much wider audience, and especially the likes of Kevin Larry. It's well documented and public knowledge that he was paid $15 million to be the spokesperson or the shill person for FTX. Is he part of this lawsuit? Could somebody find that? I don't think he is. They're going after the smaller guys, right? And not the real meat and potatoes, not the head honchos, not the, in this metaphor I explained to you guys, the drug dealer kingpins, right? The real money boys. They're not going after them. So that's what we're talking about here right now. It's, he did not have the biggest negative impact. And, Kevin O'Leary definitely did. He definitely got paid $15 million. Now, if Bitboy was to allegedly be paid, I don't think he's getting paid anything near that, So, yeah, that's one reason on why he should not be sued. Okay? Do you guys agree? Do you agree with that? He should not be sued because he did not have the biggest negative impact and surely did not get paid the most. Nothing passed or remotely near to $15 million like Kevin O'Leary. All right? That's my first point on that. Okay. Number two, why Bitboy Crypto should not be sued. And for those who are now joining, we already went over the points on why he should be sued. Number two is this. When it comes to FTX, we do not know for certain if he actually was paid. Okay, to speak of FTX. We do know for certain from past projects. But this here, FTX, we do not know for certain if he was paid for this. Okay, now it does not help your situation or your case when you're known to be a paid shill, when you're known to do, to get into exit scams and get paid for it. It does not help your situation. And again, the people who just joined this channel in the bull run don't know this because all they know is Bitboy from the bull run, not the Bitboy from the years past, from previous bull runs and the bear market, where he did a bunch of other stuff. So that's another very important point here, because as I said, if you look at a very popular case now with Andrew Tate, what they're doing to Andrew Tate is they're making him seem to be somebody that he's not, putting him in jail and having the world laugh at him and saying all of these things when he actually means other things, which is to help people, young men, all these things, and, talks about, pretty much how the world works and the government corruption and, be self-improvement and all these things, but they're taking snippets of him. If they could put even your worst enemy, whoever your worst enemy is, and frame him for something that he didn't do and you feel good because he's in jail, guess what? That could have been easily you. That means they could do it to anybody. They could just make up a story, frame it, said you did this just to put you in jail, put it into the media, and have this narrative of people who don't even know you from a hole in the wall, a hole in the ground, saying, yeah, he did it. And that's a very, very dangerous world to live in. So this is why I always advocate, just because I don't like somebody, or as a matter of fact, I don't hate nobody. It's very hard for me to hate somebody. But if if I just have no respect for you, I still would not want to see you go away for something that you didn't do or get into trouble for something that you didn't do. Okay? So that's number two. Okay? We do not know for certain if he was paid. People right here now is like, yo, bro, is this Francis? Is this TCL? Bro, did Bitboy pay you to say this? This is unlike you, right? But I'm just giving you guys both sides of the spectrum. Why he should and why he shouldn't. Right? And I think, on both sides, it's legitimate arguments or points. That's all. What else do I have on why he should not go or be sued, rather? Not go to jail, but be sued. Okay. Here's one point that I came up with before the stream. I think Bitboy Crypto, right, should not be sued because it appears his act might be cleaning up. But then again, it's the bear market, right? So, I mean, let's cancel out this point here. But it's a bear market, right? Projects, nobody wants to invest into projects. Business isn't booming like the bull run. So, right? Maybe that's the reason why. One could argue too, maybe, that how he already has enough subscribers where he doesn't have to risk that, onboarding a shitty project for another 50K. So, I pretty much just set that one up. So I had two legitimate reasons on why you should not be sued. The third one, I just kind of like canceled it out, which was he's getting wiser and making better decisions. Well, I think that how the heat's up on high in the kitchen, and he's been being pretty jacked up by, I think CoffeeZilla made a video on him some time ago, I think, and a couple of other bigger tubers are noticing him, like way bigger than him, a couple million or maybe a little bit less. But yeah, he wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I'll just go over those reasons once again. So why I think Bitboy Crypto should be sued is here. Number one, sorry. Number one, when you poke the bear, you'll get your head bitten off. When he put on that circus show going to the Bahamas, trying to, chase clout, trying to like, quiet the truth of things, trying to make himself look better, the Jesus of crypto, and everybody, like, pretty much for the most part, the majority of the people were like praising him for this thing, got all these views, and then he put on the sob story saying, I left my wife. More like, you scheme this with your wife and you both give each other high fives, say yes, it'll be great content, we'll get views, and it'll be quite the buzz and make us look good, more like that. So when you are messing with the wrong people, again, because FTX was an industry plant, this was planned from the get-go. Okay, call me conspiracy theorist. This was the man's parents is highly, the parents has a great network and connected with politicians. They paid off the Democrats pretty much how much million. The proof is in the pudding, right? This was planned to do from the get-go. You're fucking with them. You want to put on that show, your little itsy bitsy, influence that you have, fucking with the wrong people, bro. Again, look what they did to Andrew Tate. If they could do that to him, they could surely do it to you. Okay, obviously I'm not saying jail or anything, but being sued is, nobody wants to be in that situation. Okay, so that's number one. For those who are now joining, number two, he exaggerated about the token in his car, calling it the secret token, a couple other things, that he liked it, And people will argue, well, who could have got away from FTX? Did I ever talk about it? There's many people that never talked about it because we believe in decentralization, we believe in hardware wallets, we believe in controlling your own funds. We promote those things. Okay, if you lose your private key, that's on you. We promote those things. The last thing you want to do is be dependent on somebody to lose your shit for you. Okay, so you should have been promoting those things. But you know what? There's no money in those things. There's no money in those things. Now he's promoting another fucking exchange called Bidget. Why? Because Lionel Messi's doing it. You didn't learn your fucking lesson? Wasn't Tom Brady fucking doing it too? Wasn't fucking who's the other guy? Shaquille O'Neal fucking promoting FTX too? Well, I'm just gonna go promote Bidget now because everybody forgot about FTX. I look like a fucking savior going to Bahamas, and I got them on my side, so I can go do this now, make another fucking 50 grand, whatever the heck it is, right? From projects past. Okay, so that's my other reason. And say he did not. My third reason why he should be sued is because let's just say he was not paid for this, and that he was allegedly paid. Let's say he was not paid for this. All the past projects that we know that he was paid, okay, that he got away with, which was like over 5, some big money shit that he promoted right there for everyone in the world to see in his description box. This should be a lesson for that. Okay, so those are the reasons why he should be. And I got another one, but I won't mention that. When you think you're invincible, he thinks he's invincible. He thinks he's on cloud 9. Listen, bro, all empires crumble, bro. Okay, when you get greedy, when you get too confident, when you think you're invincible, when you think you got all the money in the world, your ass is gonna crumble, bro, if you continue like that. Okay. Number one, why you should not. He didn't have the biggest negative effect on FTX. Okay, as much as I don't respect the guy, he didn't have the biggest impact in a negative way on FTX. Kevin O'Leary did, in my humble opinion. If you want to talk about being paid, okay, being paid. But then one could argue in court, if this goes to court, which it looks like it is, and they're going to bring up Kevin O'Leary, they have to. They would say that everybody knew that Kevin O'Leary was paid. That's the difference here. Right? Supposedly he talked about the token and he was paid for it. Now, if you guys want to ask me, somebody who does not look at this guy in high regard, do I think he was paid? I have to say I don't think he was paid. I would have to say that. Although he was paid for these other projects. I would say that because, and again, like I did some minor research on this. But the reason why I say that is because the type of video that he did. When he's getting paid, the man's like a puppy sitting down looking at fucking his mom, sucking his mom's tits for milk, right? Like a puppy sucking on the mother's tit for milk like this, waiting for a treat. And then he's reading his teleprompter. And he goes like this. He wasn't doing that with FTX. So that's why I think he was not paid. That's my supporting data for that. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, as I just said, we do not know 100% if he was paid. That was point number two. And it seems to be getting wiser, but I canceled that one out because it's the bear market. And, but again, I guess he's not getting wiser because he's promoting a new exchange called Bidget. So, yeah. There's my reasons. What y'all got to say about this situation? I would love to hear from you guys. Okay? I would like to hear some polarizing opinions, although I made an argument for both sides, right? Right? I did. So, let's hear what you guys got to say about this. For those who are now joining, I do recommend you go back to the beginning. We talked about why he should and should not be sued. Okay, legitimate points for each case, for both sides of the argument. Go back and let me know what you think. Okay. Let me go down here. So there is the link, Thomas says. Right, so that's Guru News, yeah. And also I think CoffeeZilla made a tweet too. The developing Bitboy Crypto influencer and the main promoter of the bankrupt FTX has been sued in the class. They're calling in the main. Is that what they're saying there? Developing Bitboy Crypto influencer and the main promoter of the bankrupt FTX has been sued. A class action lawsuit claiming $1 billion in damages. Wait, I gotta read that again. Crypto influencer and the main one. Bro, that is nutty. They're coming after him now. They're coming after him now, framing him as the main FTX influencer. I don't know if he was the main. You guys let me know. Maybe he deleted the videos, some of them, and he kept the ones that was most recent. Could somebody confirm right now, do you think he was the main FTX influencer? As much as I don't like the guy, as much as I don't respect the guy, I have to say no, I don't think he was the main on YouTube. Okay? But again, maybe there was videos that I missed that he deleted. That is nuts. That's what they're framing the guy. Clack, clack. Why don't you go put in the show right now, Bitboy? Yep. Be your get out that superhero Superman shirt. You put on your cape. Go to Bahamas and why don't you live stream this? Because your ass is grass. They're coming after you, dude. You want to be a superhero? Okay, let's see how tough you are. Let's see how much of a tough guy you are. Let's see you flex right now, bro. You were on the, what was the video called? We're on the forefront in fighting FTX or whatever. We're leading the wave when it comes to the fight of FTX, buddy. You better be fighting for your own battles right now. That's all I got to tell you. Because you know what? As we see right now, there is a massive attack on crypto. There's a massive attack on crypto banks. There's a massive attack on stable coins. There's a massive attack on CZ and Binance and BUSD. There's a massive attack on you. Guess what? They need to make examples. They need to make examples. And what better example to be the guy who was putting on this circus show, drawing attention of going after FTX in Bahamas, where that is their little project. You don't want to fuck with that, bro. Now they're calling him, based off of what we just saw there, allegedly the main promoter of FTX. Ooh, boy. Big boy. He's going to get all like, now you're going to see him like, that aggression, how he talks, that confidence is just going to go, and he's going to talk softer, and he's going to stutter. And he's gonna be like that, kind of like when what's that guy's name? He tried to sue that guy, and he pretty much lost the moment he filed the lawsuit. What's his name with the A? Azidi or whatever his name is. That guy who was exposing him. Bernard, I got something for you, Bernard. Clack clack. Wise. I know who that is. Bernard, I got something for you. I got that Superman .sats domain. You did choose it. I'll give it to you. Get an Ordinal's wallet address and I'll send it to you. Just smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I grabbed, what he's talking about this. I got a bunch of sats yesterday. There were some good ones left. There still are good ones left. I just, oh, dude, I didn't have the energy anymore, bro. I spent like 3-4 nights in a row, like 6, 7, 8 hours all night transacting. And Hero Wallet, you can't make more than 2 Bitcoin transactions at the same time. You have to wait for one to go through and then the other one. But luckily, Taproot is faster than regular Bitcoin address. Segwit. Okay, what do we got here? Bernard says it's fine, lad. Everyone gets their just deserves. I agree. Bitcoin at 25K. Bitcoin moves at 25K because Bitboy and company are getting sued. Woo! Woo! Fuck, I can't even do it properly. My throat's killing me. But yeah, Bitcoin's mooning, guys, because Bitboy is being sued. Holy shit. Who would have thunk it? Keep it real, broski. You know how we do it. Spanky with a clack clack. Spanky was telling me, oh, bro, your TA is fucking funny. Okay, so Cryptogenic says, Bitboy. What's up, Cryptogenic, by the way? Long time, man. Long time. Thank you for still watching the content and such. Bitboy is just not very smart and high on his own farts. I know the guy acts like his shit don't smell or he's shitting gold in the toilet or something. You know, man, this was inevitably what was going to be his outcome. You know, this is what was going to happen in terms of the rise and fall of Bitboy. Could make a good documentary on that on Netflix. Okay, sports guy rely on expert advisors to tell him what to promote. Bitboy is not a sports figure. He's a self-proclaimed crypto expert. Yeah, or expert in crypto. Exactly. I agree. You know, you know, listen, he's just a great marketer, and he's the first person they see when they search. Like back in the day, it was all about, like, literally, Bitcoin futures was the most searched term in crypto for like 3 years during that bear market, right? And he used to show up with the others. You know, they got Crypto and them guys. You know, everybody thinks Crypto and Carl Limon, all those guys are like good traders. They're not. They're affiliate marketers who just happen to be paid in Bitcoin. And Bitboy was one of those. But he did a really good job on marketing. He went on TikTok and, you know, like lured in some kids. You know, like what a fucking little molester would do on the streets here, luring kids. He did it in a different way, right? I'm not calling him that, but what I am saying is, though, it's the same sort of psychology, the same sort of analogy, a metaphor, right? By the way, he actually called a woman a child molester, something like that, at some live event. So, yeah. Anyways, what else we got here? Speaking of O'Leary, I bought O'Leary Ventures. And Mr. Wonderful, good for you. Good for you, man. The cars will happen to Fat Boy. Yep, Tit Boy is getting what he deserves. What we got here? If he did what he did. You know, again, I don't like to see harm happen to people, even the ones that I don't like. Because if they can do it to the ones that I don't like and they didn't do that, then they can still do it to you. Okay? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Okay, so Bernard says, oh, sorry, let me go back. Cryptogenic says, I think Janet Warren is heading up Choke Point 2.0. Weren't there Super Bowl ads for FTX? Exactly. Well, no, FTX fell before Super, unless you meant, yeah, prior to this fall. Yeah, exactly. What's going on with that, right? Listen, bro, Bitboy, if this is true, these reports is true, they're going to make an example out of him. I'm telling you, they are, because of what he did. You know, he went down there. Our lawyers are going to be are watching and is monitoring the situation. I don't know, bro. Your lawyers might be getting intimidated right now themselves on saying you're on your own. You know what I mean? So, anyways, he's headed to non-extradition country. If he is there, and now he is toast. Y says he got broski. Broski had to get a Google account to get notification. See what I'm saying, man? People aren't getting my notifications. I don't know why. Guys, listen. If you're not getting my notifications and you're seeing this only when you are browsing in YouTube when I'm actually live, like a live video of myself, just what do you call it? Click the notification bell and then click it again or something. I don't know, bro. People say that's what YouTube does to YouTubers who speaks the real truth. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. What, email freaking YouTube? It is what it is, bro. What can I say? All right, any more things for me, guys? We are here, man. What's up, Eduardo? Eduardo, let me ask you a question. Did you get the bell notification? Or you just saw me online when you're on YouTube? For those who are now joining, we already went over my points of why he should be sued and why he shouldn't. And I didn't touch up one thing, by the way. Hold on, I just gotta take this off. Meet Kevin. I gotta talk about Meet Kevin. He's on the thumbnail crying too. Listen, I will say this about Meet Kevin. I would say Meet Kevin is genuine, and it's not like if he has a track record or a history of doing these things. I'm sure he may have in his early days gone to one or two, but he doesn't do it time and time again. You know, I know he's getting a lot of hate as well, but this is just my opinion. I don't watch the guy. I have no association with him. I can really care less, you know, what happens. But what I would say is I don't think like he's one of these bad people like the Bitboys of the world and other people that we know of in the space. He doesn't have a bad reputation like that. He did get caught up in the FTX. It looked great. You know, celebrities talking about it and promoting it. Shaquille O'Neal, Tom Brady. Who else was doing it? You guys know the list goes on and on. It looks like a legitimate exchange. But has those three letters ever come out of my mouth? I don't care how legitimate something looks. It's centralized. It can't be that fucking legit. It can't be. right? And I always said this, when you guys are promoting all the wrong things, like you guys are promoting like sexes and banks, that's not why this was invented. This was invented so we could use 1 Bitcoin or zero point 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.005 Bitcoin or 0.0005 Bitcoin to buy things across borders and ship it across. Why can't I send somebody, you know, I want to buy a jacket, a leather jacket like this, and it cost me $300. Why can't I send somebody $300 for a leather jacket in Bitcoin on the blockchain, and then you mail me the fucking damn jacket? We don't need these, you know, banks. And that's the whole notion on why Satoshi Nakamoto invented Bitcoin, okay? He didn't invent it to say, well, I'm doing this so exchanges could run the market. I'm doing this so banks could run the market. If the banks close, guess what? It might be bad for crypto. That's why I'm doing this. No. So this is the sort of like ideologies these ideologues had, like these influencers in the space, okay? And now we all have to suffer for it. We all have to suffer for that shit. Although we seem to be rebounding, especially when news broke out that Bitcoin might be sued. Bitcoin looks like it might be hitting a new all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, meet Kevin Only Shields life insurance and real estate courses. Gets paid from YouTube ads big. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, I'll tell you something right now too, although I'm not a course guy, okay? But I would say this about people who sell courses. And I do make fun of a lot of them because to them, it's the easy way to make money is to sell a course. Like there was one guy, do you know this one guy? Listen to this joke. There's one guy who's taught his channel was about like other side metaverse. Thomas knows him. Thomas, this dude, what's his name? Drop it there. His channel began as the other side metaverse for about 3 weeks, and then ChatGPT came out, and then all of a sudden he made one video on ChatGPT. He got like insane amount of views, 500k views, 300k, and then the thing got 1 million views. What does the guy do? He drops a course on how to use ChatGPT, bro. It's like, bro, how are you an expert when everybody's new to this thing and you're dropping a course when your channel was other side metaverse, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're an AI guru. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this about people who have legitimate courses. Okay, I'll say this. If you're paying for something that is genuinely valuable, meaning that how they're teaching you exactly how to do something from A to Z, okay, and it's legit and it works and it's back tested and it's 1000% working, okay, right? I would say this: nothing wrong in selling a course. You know why? Because if that same person who had that course that's legit and valuable and teaching you the things that you want to learn, has given it to you for free, you will not take it as serious because you didn't have any money invested into it. So when we have money invested into things, like when I buy a book, I don't really like to read. I like to listen to audiobooks. I will read, but I prefer audiobooks. But when somebody gives me a book, I don't really read it. But when I buy a book, I would actually spend my nights reading it at least for an hour a night. So you're almost kind of like forced to do that, you know, that chore that we don't want to do because we put our money into it. So paid courses are not whack. The only ones that are whack are the ones that are, you know, where the fucking course is pretty much a scam. You know, or if it's not a scam, it's like basic knowledge you could get off of YouTube. But then again, some people might argue, I'm willing to pay for basic knowledge that's on YouTube. Why? Because I don't have like 8-10 hours a day to look at videos and write down notes and try to implement that. So there you go too. Do you agree? Let me know. I'll come to the chat. Okay, so Bernard says he received a notification. Thank you for confirming. Play them the voice clip about what my guys say about the markets. Oh shit, I might have my other phone here. Yeah. Let me see here. Where is it? Oh, I don't got internet though on this phone, but let me see. Hold on. You guys want to know? This guy's been spot on with his TA. Okay, you have to listen to this dude's TA. Like honestly, man, he's never been wrong. So where is it? 1 second. You have to hear this. If I could get it to play. Okay. Ah, man. Maybe not. I can't. Ah, shit. 1 second, guys. Yeah, I can't get it to play. It would have been funny. I was just joking. It was about some next shit. Anyways, guys. So, yeah, that's all I have for y'all. Thank you for joining. And yeah, you went from 2K subs to 70K subs, talking about ChatGPT, but he went from that amount of subs because he was pretty much first to talk about ChatGPT, and you know, he starts to sell courses after, which some people claim ChatGPT wrote the course for him. All right, guys, thank you so much. That's all I got for y'all. Do you agree with what I have to say in Bitboys in terms of if he should be sued and why he, you know, in terms of why he should not be sued? Let me know in the comment section. Love y'all. Be on the lookout for my next live stream, which I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I'm coming out with something. I'm going to really try to pull it out tomorrow. But we're going to be talking about Bitcoin's third use case that could potentially make you some money if you know how to do these things. We're talking BRC20 tokens on Bitcoin, or BRC20 Satoshis on Bitcoins that are fungible, that these ordinal projects seem to be catching wind of and implementing in their projects. Imagine if you could invest into a BRC20 Bitcoin project, legitimate. Not no Ethereum named BRC20, but legitimate tokens from Bitcoin Satoshis that's attached to a very, let's just say you missed an ordinal. It was like Taproot Wizard selling for 15 Bitcoin. You couldn't get that actual ordinal, but you were able to get their BRC20 token. Well, then you just made up for your loss that happened with that whole ordinal. That's what we're going to be talking about, guys, in my next live stream. I'm going to try tomorrow, but if not Saturday. Well, Sunday, because Saturday I got a Metropolitan meeting. All right, so Sunday. But I'm going to try my best tomorrow. So you know what? There really much stuff to say other than... Till the next one, you're on your own.